Do you see this greedy goat? It just stole a sandwich from the backpack of my wife and ate it, together with the plastic bag that it was wrapped in. So if you'll buy milk product in Austria from the happy goats from the Alps, better think twice. I haven't been on YouTube for more than 2 months, and honestly, this was one of the best decisions of this summer. And I understand most of you probably don't care, since if you're subscribed, probably that's because of some of my great tips on content creation. But if you still want to hang around and see how things are going on my end, you're the best. Enjoy the video. It's been a while, and no, I'm not burnout or focusing on some other projects or channels. Everything is super simple. July and August were just months super intense for me from many perspectives. First of all, I had some unexpected changes in my career. I had to change my job again, so now I'll be working for my previous employer. And this transition was a bit stressful and attention consuming, as any major changes in our lives. So I think that's a fair excuse for not posting regularly on this channel. Another important event that took place during these months is my family reunion. As some of you probably know, I am originally from Belarus, so my entire family, my parents, my sister, my brother, and so on, lives there. I live in Poland, so this year we decided to meet here in Poland and do some stuff together. So this was another stressful and emotional moment in my life, since I haven't seen some of my family members face to face for about 5 years. Don't ask me for the reason, that's a totally different story that I may share someday. So we spent some time in Poland, then flew to Calabria in the south of Italy, and enjoyed ourselves trying to catch up with everything we hadn't experienced together for a long time. And we couldn't choose a better place. Very quiet, warm, perfect crystal clear sea, amazing food, gorgeous people, and plenty of time to talk to each other. My wife and I had some ambitions to hike on the Stromboli volcano, which is one of the few active volcanoes in Europe, but 2 days before this hike it was cancelled by our guide due to violent eruptions that started to happen there around 1 month earlier. The organizer of the trip thought the situation would improve, but it did not, so all I have are just a few photos from afar made with a $120 Sony camera. It was our second failed attempt with this volcano, so probably the third one will be the lucky one. Right after this Italy trip, most of my family went back to Belarus, and with a small group of family members and friends, we went to cool down a bit to the Austrian Alps. Remember this goat you've seen at the very beginning of this video? It was from there. That was another great trip full of adventures and new experiences. For example, I swam in a freezing cold mountain lake for the first time in my life. Or I've never driven mountain go-karts that have just brakes. I had a chance to ride one of the longest zip lines in Europe. And of course, one of the best, breathtaking experiences, getting onto the Dachstein glacier and hiking there a bit. It looks like another planet. I couldn't stop taking photos because every angle, every shot I made was just perfect, because it's so beautiful out there. Probably I'm exaggerating a bit because it was my first time on the glacier, but I totally suggest you guys visit such a place. You will not regret it. And if all that was not enough, another major thing is happening in my life. Me, my wife, and my daughter are moving to a new place, our new home, which we've been preparing for almost 9 months already. It's like 95% ready, we've even slept here, but there are still several small things that need attention. This room, for example, where I'm sitting right now, will be my new studio slash office slash guest room, and I'm super excited because finally I'll be able to record videos even during the night without disturbing anyone, because right now it's almost impossible to do at my current place where I still live. But as you see, I don't have almost anything here yet, even a chair. I'm sitting on the floor. But very soon, here I'll have my computer and monitor. Here will be a magnetic board with the fridge magnets from the countries that me and my wife have visited. And probably in the nearest future, I'll make a short studio tour for you. What do you think? But I'm sure this new place will give me a lot of inspiration. So many awesome videos will be created here. I feel it, I know it, and I just wanted to share with you all this excitement so that you also know that everything is fine with me, that I'm okay, I'm alive, the channel is okay. I just have to take this 2-month break to adjust to a new reality and have some fun with my family and friends. So guys, thanks for being part of this community. And let me know, what do you think about important changes in your lives? What feelings are taking you over? Excitement or fear? Share in the comments. Cheers.